Hello and welcome to another maths lesson. Today's learning objective is to be able to calculate the fraction of an amount in worded problems. Pause this video for about 6 to 8 minutes and attempt all retrieval questions. And here you will find the answer. Mark them with a green pen. Write your score out of 6. On the last lesson, we've learned how to work out fractions of amounts. On this lesson, we will work with worded problems, finding fraction of an amount, and on the next lesson, we will work with worded problems, finding the original amount. Example 1. 3/5 of the pupils in a Year 7 class say their favorite subject is maths. There are 25 pupils in Year 7. How many people said maths is their favorite subject? Let's have a look at success criteria. 1. Highlight the fraction and the total amount in the question. So my fraction is 3/5 and the total amount of pupils is 25. Multiply the total amount by numerator, so the top number, and then divide total amount by the denominator, which is the top and bottom number. So what I'm actually finding is 3/5 of 25. So what I have to do is 25 divide by the bottom, which is 5, and then times that 5 by the top, 15. So the answer is 15 students said maths is their favorite subject. So what I would like you to do now is to pause this video for a couple of minutes and attempt with the question. Okay, so what you should have done is circle the fraction and the 105 pupils, because that's what we are looking for. So 3/5 of 105. So step 2, 105 divided by the bottom of the fraction, which is 5. That equals to 21. And now we take that 21 and multiply it by 3. That's 63. So the answer is 63 pupils said they traveled to school by bus. Example 2. 3/7 of pupils in Year 8 say they eat lunch in the school canteen. There are 105 pupils in the year group. How many pupils say they eat the lunch served in the canteen? Again, let's follow success criteria. Highlight the fraction and the total amount. So 3/7 is the fraction. The total amount of pupils is 105. Multiply the total amount by the numerator. Divide the total, what you got by the denominator. Like we said in the previous lessons, those can be swapped. Like I've done in the previous examples. First I divided and then I multiplied. But in this question, just to show you that we can do it either way, I'm going to do just as it is in success criteria. So there are 105 pupils in the year group, and I will multiply it first by the numerator of the fraction. Numerator of the fraction is 3, and I'm going to use the column method just to remind some of you. Some of you can do it in your head, that's fine. Some of you might want to use the column method. That's okay as well. 3 times 5 is 15. So 5 goes here, 1 is carried over. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So it's 315. So step 2 is done. Now step 3, divide the amount by the denominator. So by the amount, it's meant to what I've got from the second step. So I have 315. And now I need to divide it by the denominator, which is 7. I will use bus stop method for that. 7 under the bus stop goes 315. 7 in 3 goes 0 times, 3 is carried over. 7 in 31 4 times, it's 28, so 3 is carried over. 7 in 35 goes 5 times, so the answer is 45. So the final answer is that 45 pupils said they eat the lunch served in the canteen. So now what I would like you to do is to pause this video, follow success criteria to attempt to read the question. Okay, so again, the fraction is 3/8. There are 40 pupils. So first thing I will do just like I've done in the I do question. So first multiply, then divide. So I take my amount, multiply it by 3. That's 120. I take what I've got, divided by the bottom number. The answer is 12. So the final answer is that 12 people said English is their favorite subject. If that's what you've got, well done. Let's do one more example. Example 3. 3/8 of the pupils interviewed about the form of transport say that they walk to school. 40 pupils were interviewed. How many people said they walk to school? Okay, let's have a look. So again, step 1, circle the fraction and the total amounts. So how many pupils? 40. Okay, step 2, multiply. Okay, I will follow that. I'll do multiply, although division will give us exactly the same answer if we divide first and then multiply. So I take my amount, multiply it by the numerator, which is the top number. That gives me 120. Then I take my 120 and divide it, that's step 3, by the denominator. Oh, what is 120 by 8? That gives me 15. So the final answer is 15 people said they walk to school. So now what I want you to do is to follow example, look at the success criteria, and do the we do. Pause this video if you need a little bit more time. Okay, so fraction is 3/20. There are 40 pupils. Again, 40 times 3 is 120. 120 divided by the numerator equals 6. So the final answer is 6. If that's what you have, well done. I am confident that you know how to do it. So now it's the time to do some practice exercises. So pause this video and attempt those questions. Pause it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And here are the answers. So because it's done step by step, there's more than one page. So mark your own work. These are the answers for first 4 questions. And the answers for another 2 questions. Mark your own work. And the question 7 answer. Question 8. And here we have extension activity. So if you would like to play with somebody, knots and crosses, that's perfect. So in here you can put knots and cross or cross based on if you know the answer to the question. So if you would like to do that, you're welcome to pause this video and play knots and crosses. And this is all for today. Can you please send to your teacher your scores and how do you feel about achieving today's learning objective? Well done, everyone, and hope to see you soon.